Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adipanja Faith, and today's video I'll be showing you activities your child can engage in between the age of 13 months to 15 months. So if you have a child within this age, yeah, this is for you. Mind you, the activities that the child has engaged in 10 to 12 months, maybe the child has not mastered it all, so you can just still continue, like balance, carry forward something and continue while adding some of the new things that I'll be talking about here. I could also include some things that my daughter did not finish in the previous video. And then I would also like to note that some of the videos you'll be seeing, because I'll be showing more of her activities here, I did not cover everything she did when she started doing it at that age. So I covered most of these videos when she was 16 months thereabout, just crossing the 15 months mark into 16 months, just so that I can present it to you in a more practical way rather than the plenty talk I have done in my two previous videos. So please bear with me. She's still within that age, and oh my god, I did not have so much time to spend with her like I did my first daughter, like sitting with materials. But she's still thriving, like is there, her big sister is there, and it's still flowing. So this has even helped me realize that whether you sit down with the child, like maybe you're a full housewife like I was then, or you are working, it still does not matter. Your child will still pick on the things. Just prepare the environment. Like I always say, prepare the environment nicely and invite the child. Show the child will flow into it, and even show you different ways of reading these materials. Please, enough talk, let's just go right into this video. Here we have the colored ring stacker, the small size, as opposed to the bigger one. The child now can focus and fix it in. So a small colored ring stacker would do. The child cannot grade it accordingly yet. Please do not expect that at all. My daughter, that is 30, oh god, 2 years and 11 months right now, is the one who can grade according to size, and we'll get into that video. If you have not seen it yet, please check it out if it's out already, and anticipate if it's not out yet. But the child will be able to fix it randomly, and all well and good. Fitting leads. So right from age 12 months, 13 months, the child is already making an attempt to open covers of stuff and fitting it. So your child should be able to fit lids at this age. Now, why did I say should be able to? That's not correct. Your child can attempt to fit lid or even open lid at this stage. So encourage. In fact, you can just get small plastics of different types of covers, right, and put it in a basket. So it can just be 2 or 3, so that it's not so much, and then teach the child, okay, this is how we lift, open and cover this type, this is how we screw and cover this type, this is how we just snap this type, and so on and so forth. Children enjoy that one a lot. Multiple shape puzzle. So this is where our circle, square and triangle comes in place. This was the perfect time my daughter actually got this. Me, I did not get the single puzzles initially. I just went straight for the multiple shape. Well, because that was what was available at that time, and I did not see the need of buying the single one, because she's growing. So at this time, she just got this one right, and she's working with it up till now, though she's 16 months now, and she's still, sometimes she will give it to me to turn, because square, you have to turn it, triangle like that, but at least she's much better than before. The next is bouquet box. I did not have this material at all, but I'll be mentioning it here in case you have access to it. That's why this is like an updated version of my last 13 to 15 month video. It's a box. Here's a picture that has a kind of, depending on the shape on top, circle, square, triangle, whatever it is, and the child can just drop it inside. Then it lands inside a drawer like stuff that you can pull out. The child also can pull out and remove and then go again. this is good for children. It's, if I mean that I'm even thinking of it, I'm like, oh, I would like that activity. The child will pull it out. So it's helping finger pincer grips by pulling. The child is enjoying the peekaboo hide and seek thing, and then child knows that okay, object can temporarily disappear, but here it is, it's out. And then hand-eye coordination in even fitting the shape on the lid. So a lot of benefits. You can DIY it if you can. I always encourage DIY if you can't find it. Nesting cups, boxes, bowls. So if you have different boxes or bowls of different shapes, sizes rather, of the same shape, your child can just nest it. So if the square triangle seems a little difficult, you can start with normal circle. You know, once the child just puts it in, it goes in and then comes out. You can also use this to teach the child how to stack, although I'm not sure that is in this particular video, but it's also a material that will teach the child to stack. So nesting boxes or cups is one great activity. Guess what, my daughter, I did not introduce her to this material intentionally. Like, I put the boxes out for my older daughter because she is grading according to sizes, but my younger daughter, of course, will explore her shelf. So she started fixing and nesting these boxes by herself within this age. You see, I told you, children will develop by themselves once the environment is set for them. So I'm happy. Pardon my playfulness, and pardon this book. This is where I'm writing everything, and it's fine, right, to read it. Horizontal drawell. So this is like the horizontal version of the what do we call this, of the stacker, ring stacker. I did not buy horizontal drawell. What I did was just to hold my ring stacker this way, and she fitted it this way, so it is forcing the child, rather than just the normal put it, to bend and fix. It just changes the angle a little, which would require a little more focus. That's a great activity for a child. Open and close work. Children at this age will open anything. My elubo container, my garri container, my cup, my this, everything they want to open. Be careful. Just give them the access, allowance to open whatever it is that is safe for them to open. This one you might not even have to put it in a shelf, although it could also come under fitting lids. I mean, I feel it's the same thing, so they can open, they can close it, and just enjoy themselves. Scribbling. So this is where you hand over to that little child a chunky crayon, not a pencil yet, but a chunky, you know, those chunky crayon that we used to chew then when we were small, those big one that the child will hold like this, because this is how that child can hold, yet might not be able to hold like this yet. So just give the child the paper to scribble on. It could also be chalk to scribble on the floor. Don't expect anything much, my dear brothers and sisters. They will do what they like, so just allow them explore and enjoy scribbling. But that's the beginning of fine art, you know. Next we have shakers and sticks. So this I kind of DIY'd, where I punctured holes. So it could be this type of hole like you see in the video, because of the kind of sticks I used. If you're using a popsicle stick, then you need that type of slit head hole. And if you're using straw-like sticks, yes, something like this. This is it right here. So you could just do round holes instead. So what this does is helps the child focus and, you know, fit. Hand-eye coordination, concentration, problem solving. The round one is easier because you don't have to turn and turn, it just goes in. But this one that has popsicle sticks, or before I even got popsicle sticks, I used spoons. I just cut off the head of the spoons. You know, the child will have to turn and turn, and it was quite frustrating for my girl before she got it. But she got it before I could even manufacture this other one that is just round. So slides and pickler triangle. This is a pickler triangle. It is just something like a triangle that has steps that the child climb and then slide down. Slide in the children's school, or you can create one at home. Just allow something that the child can climb on and slide down. It helps their gross motor skill, helping them develop their muscle, the hip, the hand, climbing, and all of that. So that's that. At this point, the child is still transferring large objects by hand. just like it was in the previous video. So you can now make it more purposeful, like from this place to this place, instead of just from the ground or flinging it around. You can just say from this basket to this basket. The child is transferring. When the child graduates from that transferring large objects by hand, you can now introduce a spoon. Remember, baby-led weaning, you've said introducing that child to spoon long time ago. So the child could use a small spoon. For me, for my second daughter, I did not introduce that on time. So right now she's 16 months. I would now deliberately introduce that to her. So you might see that in my next video, like in the next video after this. That will be the 16 to 17, 18, 16, yes, 16 to 18 months video. A spoon that she can handle and with pom-poms or something light. So please introduce that child to transferring large objects with a spoon. The child will not get it perfectly, which is fine. My own daughter carry over to the next, like balance carry forward to the next stage, which is totally fine. Like, we're not competing, so it's okay. Please, we continue our language themed basket. Just keep rotating it, change it to butterfly this time, change it to insect the next time, change it to fruits the other time, change it to wild animals. Just introduce things that will develop the child's language, and make sure it is relatable to their environment, so that when you're taking the child on a walk, you can say, oh, this is fish, and oh, fish, like fish in the house, so it's not strange. Also, practical life activities. So this is where the child starts to learn to wash his or her hands, learn to help you add ingredients into maybe a blender, like fruits. Now you want to make fruit smoothie for that child. The child can be standing beside you inside the learning tower, if you have one, or something safe, and drop, or even on the floor, put the fruit, so yeah, put it inside. You know, the child has been learning transfer, so that would be a good practical use of that skill, adding ingredients. Also allow the child at this point to start to clean up. So he or she, of course, baby-led weaning, right? It might not be total baby-led weaning, no, but he eats, spills one or two things on the table, just give him or her a tissue or a rag to mop it, wipe it. The child might not do anything serious. Remember, for you it is the end result, but for that child it is the process. So give that allowance, help the child to do it, and then finally you can now do the rounding up, if the child allows you to do it immediately. Anyways, thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I hope this suggestion helped. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel, because I do a lot of parenting content and Montessori inspired videos. I have a whole playlist of Montessori videos, from what Montessori is to the benefits and everything, and how you can even start at home. So please do well to check out the playlist, and see you in my next video. Bye.